Oh my
Great talk to you
gosh, do you
too.
have little
Antlers on
antlers?
there, yeah.
I do.
I have to admit, I did think your bun was wrapped up in a bunch of lights. I thought you got caught for a moment.
Similar theme. I'm trying to,
I like it. It's beautiful.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, you
wonderful.
I
killing
see
it.
what you're doing, and it's beautiful.
So I'll actually start with you, Jillian. Pepper is so over the top and so much fun. Talk to me a little bit about pulling her together as far as the role.
Oh my gosh, it was so much fun. The first time I read the script, I was like, oh well, I really want to do this because I started saying the lines out loud with the voice that I use in the film, and I was like, oh, this is a sign. This is a sign that I really want it now. And I wanted to talk to Reggie, the director, first, just to make sure that I was going to be working with someone lovely because it was for a long period of time. Yeah. And I couldn't have fallen more in love with him. So like the combination of Kelly's script and Reggie as the captain of the ship just made me want to do this even more than I already did when I read the character and just fell in love with her.
Amazing. So for you, Chris and Robin, I love the chemistry and the fun of the characters. Being that they're figurines, I read that you guys got to record in a studio next door to the action, so to speak. Can you talk to me a little bit about that experience and what it was like filming it, not on set, but sort of together?
It was fun, but calling it a studio is a little ambitious.
Yeah.
It was a tiny trailer next to each other, but it was so cool, man. Like the exact, like we could see each other's faces and play off each other, and then everybody could kind of hear us, and we could see what was going on set too. But even before that, they would bring us in set to let us like vibe out with the cast, run the scene a bunch of times with us there, and then when they got tired of us improvising, they shoot us out to the booth, and then they shoot what they needed to shoot, and then we would kind of be able to jump in. So it's just I've never felt more free on a production that I didn't make myself, like to be able to like make creative choices, and I think that freedom just made it a lot more fun.
Yeah, the way that they set it up with us rehearsing in person, and sometimes we would, if our characters weren't on camera, we would be on set doing our lines with the actors. So Reggie really was smart in the way that they set it up. And our booths were just outside the stage. It wasn't, or wherever we were shooting. But some days we would just come to set just to lend our voices, just to feel a part of the scene because we knew we were going to be animated, but they weren't necessarily, they didn't have us in a booth or whatever. So especially the last half of the movie, once we're on Candy Cane Lane, we were just there in person the whole time. I mean, we were around for a lot more of the movie than even when you don't see us, because it was critical that the chemistry was there, not just with me, Chris, and Nick, but with everyone. We realized today that we don't actually really interact with Pepper that much, but you don't feel that in the movie, right? Especially in the penultimate scene. But yeah, it was really fun because we never felt like we're just the little ornaments over here. It all felt like a cast working together. Yeah.
It seemed like a really fun environment to be in and to work together. Were there opportunities, Chris, you may mention a little bit of it about the improvisation. Were there opportunities to do that in the scenes, and did any make it into the film that was spontaneous or off the head?
I think most of my little inappropriate jokes were me just riffing, and just riffing in general. I think there was a couple jokes that me and Robin were just riffing like in the booth. Didn't even know it would be a part of anything.
And they were recording.
And they were just recording the whole time. So then later I see a cut in ADR like, that
You're like, that was a private conversation.
that was between me and my friend.
I mean, they let us improvise so much, and to the point where they had like GoPros shooting our faces as we're doing the voices in real time with the live actors. And so I'll look at Chris's character Gary and I'm like, you make that face, and he's like, oh, they stole my mannerism. So yeah, it was very cool. The ILM team who did all of the special effects was incredible.
Yeah.